This video guide will give an overview of each continent's physical features and political divisions. We'll also give an overview of world climate types. Along the way, we'll highlight topics crucial for competitive exams. North America is made up of Northern America, Central America, and the Caribbean islands. The total population is around 600 million people. By size, the largest countries are Canada, United States, Greenland, Mexico, and Nicaragua. The most populous are United States, Mexico, Canada, Guatemala, and Honduras. Some major geographic features include mountain ranges like the Rocky Mountains, Appalachian Mountains, and Sierra Madre. Important rivers, the Mississippi, Rio Grande, and Yukon. Key lakes are Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, and Lake Huron. Moving to South America, the total population is around 440 million. The largest countries by size are Brazil, Argentina, Peru, Colombia, and Bolivia. The most populous are Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, Peru, and Venezuela. In terms of geography, notable mountain ranges are the Andes and Brazilian highlands. Major rivers include the Amazon, Parana, and Sao Francisco. And key lakes are Lake Titicaca and Lake Maracaibo. Before we proceed further, if you're liking what you're hearing, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. Now, let's get back to the video. Europe has a total population of around 740 million people. Largest countries by size are Russia, Ukraine, France, Spain, and Sweden. Most populous are Russia, Germany, United Kingdom, France, and Italy. Some major geographic features of Europe include the mountain ranges like the Alps, Carpathians, Pyrenees, Scandinavian mountains, Urals, Balkans, and Caucasus. Important rivers include the Volga, Danube, and Rhine. Notable lakes are Lake Ladoga, Lake Onega, and Lake Geneva. Moving to the continent of Africa, the total population is around 1.5 billion people. The largest countries by size are Algeria, Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, Libya, and Chad. Most populous are Nigeria, Ethiopia, Egypt, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Tanzania. In terms of geography, key mountain ranges in Africa are the Atlas Mountains, Drakensberg Mountains, Mount Kilimanjaro, the Great Rift Valley running from Lebanon to Mozambique. Major rivers include the Nile, Congo, and Zambezi, while important lakes are Lake Victoria, Lake Tanganyika, and Lake Malawi. Asia is the largest continent with a total population of around 4.9 billion people. Largest countries by size are Russia, China, India, Kazakhstan, and Saudi Arabia. The most populous nations are China, India, Indonesia, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Some major geographic features in Asia include mountain ranges like the Himalayas, Karakoram, and Tian Shan. Important rivers such as the Yangtze, Yellow, and Mekong rivers. Notable lakes are Lake Baikal and Lake Issyk-Kul. Moving to the Australia-Oceania region, the total population is around 46 million people. The largest countries by size are Australia, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Solomon Islands, and Fiji. The most populous are Australia, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, and Fiji. In terms of geography, key mountain ranges are the Great Dividing Range in Australia, the Snowy Mountains in Australia, the Southern Alps in New Zealand. Major rivers include the Murray and Darling in Australia and the Waikato in New Zealand. Following are important points to know for exams. Countries that passes major lines of latitude, longitude like the Prime Meridian, Equator, Tropics of Cancer, and Capricorn. Areas of conflict and tension around the world that have been in the news. Landlocked countries entirely surrounded by other nations. Major economic groups and alliances like the G7, G20, BRICS, etc. Countries with the largest reserves and exports of natural resources like gold, diamonds, oil, etc. Familiarizing yourself with these topics related to countries, geography, conflicts, and economic groupings will be beneficial for multiple choice based exams. In this section, we will cover the main climate types found around the world. There are 11 principal climate zones that are distinguished based on factors like temperature, precipitation patterns, and geographic location. Each climate zone has its own set of defining characteristics related to average temperatures, rainfall amounts and patterns, dominant vegetation, and more. We will take a closer look at the key details of each climate type. Hot, wet equatorial climate situated near the equator. This climate is marked by constant heat and an abundant moisture supply. Consequently, it experiences high and consistent levels of rainfall throughout the year. Moreover, the hot and wet conditions persist across all seasons with no defined dry period. Tropical monsoon climate, primarily influenced by the fluctuating monsoon wind patterns. This tropical climate undergoes distinct seasonal variations. Notably, it is characterized by heavy rainfall during the monsoon season. In contrast, the other months experience a dry period with little precipitation. Thus, there is a pronounced wet monsoon season as well as an arid season. Tropical marine climate, unlike the previous type, types, this climate near the tropics is moderated by oceanic influences. As a result, it maintains consistently high rainfall levels year-round. Additionally, it experiences hot temperatures that exhibit small variations across the seasons due to the maritime effects. Sudanian savanna climate, transitioning to the tropical regions with defined seasons. Sudanian or savanna climate is marked by distinct wet and dry periods. Specifically, it undergoes a long dry season followed by a short but intense wet season with heavy rainfall. Consequently, this cycle leads to abundant precipitation during the wet months and arid conditions otherwise. Hot desert and mid-latitude desert climate formed under subtropical high-pressure systems. These hot and extremely arid deserts receive negligible rainfall. Precipitation is very low and arrives in irregular brief periods. Furthermore, there are sharp temperature variations with intensely hot summers contrasting the cooler winters as well as drastic day-night temperature fluctuations. Warm temperate western margin influenced by the Mediterranean Sea. This climate exhibits winter rainfall and dry summers. Consequently, it experiences mild, wet winters contrasted by hot, dry summer conditions. This seasonal precipitation pattern supports drought-tolerant vegetation. Temperate continental steppe, located in the interior of continents away from maritime influences. Steppe climates receive low precipitation levels. Rainfall is minimal, with most occurring in spring and fall. Moreover, extreme temperature variations are characteristic, with hot summers transitioning to bitterly cold winters. Warm temperate eastern margin, primarily driven by monsoon wind patterns. This maritime climate concentrates its rainfall during summer monsoon periods. As a result, hot and humid summer conditions alternate with mild, dry winters. The monsoon moisture influx is a distinguishing feature. Cool temperate western margin, with prevailing oceanic influences moderating temperatures and moisture levels. This climate maintains moderate conditions throughout the year. Consequently, precipitation is evenly distributed, often higher in winter months. Seasonal extremes are rare in these temperate oceanic zones. Cool temperate eastern margin, experiencing the clash of maritime and continental air masses. This climate exhibits moderate temperature and precipitation variations. Rainfall peaks in the warmer summer months while winters are cold. The seasons alternate between warm summers and cool winters. Cool temperature continental, isolated from oceanic effects. These interior continental regions undergo extreme annual temperature fluctuations. Distinctly very cold winters with minimal precipitation give way to brief warm summers suitable for growth. Low rainfall persists year-round, mostly in the form of snow. Arctic polar type, located in polar regions near the Arctic and Antarctic. These climate zones receive minimal sunlight annually. Precipitation is scarce due to the persistent cold, occurring primarily as snow. The long, dark winters are contrasted by short periods of summer daylight. That's it for now. I hope you have learned something valuable. Thank you for your time and attention.